Hi all. Today we'll continue the solution for difference and differential equations. And the question is d square y of t by dt square plus 4 times dy of t by dt plus 4 times y of t is equals to x of t. With the initial condition y of 0 is equals to 1 and dy of t by dt at t is equals to 0 is equals to 1. So homogeneous solution, will get homogeneous solution as we all know that when we make our input to 0. So that is in the sense you are getting something whenever there is no input to your system, right? Yeah. So now d square y of t by dt square plus 4 times dy of t by dt plus 4 times y of t is equals to 0. Now we'll replace d by dt by r. You will get r square plus 4r plus 4 times y of t is equals to 0. And uh, since y of t can't be 0, this r square plus 4r plus 4 will become 0. And if you solve this equation using quadratic equation formula or by using your calculator, you will get r is equals to minus 2 and minus 2. So they are real but they are not distinct, right? They are same, so they are repeated. So in that case what will be our homogeneous solution form? It will be like this. You can see repeated real roots are repeated for k times. In our case it has repeated for 2 times. If they are repeated for k times, we will go c1 c2t plus c3t square till ck. In our case it is just 2 times, right? So we'll end up at this stage c1 plus c2t multiplied by e power rt. Okay, so we got our homogeneous solution as c1 plus c2t e power minus r in what is the value of r in our case? It is minus 2, right? So we have written minus 2 here, so e power minus 2 t. Okay, now we differentiating the signal with respect to t. You will get this is like two function. Whenever there are two function, we will differentiate one by keeping other constant, right? So I will differentiate this thing c1 multiplied by e power minus 2t, right? So when you multiplied e power at, what you will get? A into e power at, right? So in the same way, what is the value of a now? Minus 2, hence you will get minus 2 e power minus 2t. c1 is constant, so I am writing just c1 as like this. Next, plus is there, I have written plus. Now I have multiplied c2t into e power minus 2t, where c2 is constant, so I am keeping it out. And when you differentiate t into e power minus 2t by keeping one of the term as constant, what you will get? In the first term I have kept e power minus 2t constant, right? So e power minus 2t constant, and I am differentiating with respect to t. So what is the differentiation of t with respect to t? 1, right? So e power minus 2t into 1. Next I am keeping t as constant and differentiating e power minus 2t, that is in the form of e power at. So value of a is minus 2 now, so I am keeping t as it is, and differentiation of e power minus 2t is minus 2 multiplied by e power minus 2t. So we are ending up with this equation, right? Now they have given that y of 0 is 1 and dy of t by dt at t is equal to 0 is 1. So what will happen when you substitute t equals to 0 in this equation? So this term c2 into 0, this term will goes off, and e power minus 0 is 1. So you'll end up with having only c1, right? c1 is equals to, what is the value of yh of 0? That is 1, right? This is already given in the question. So c1 is equals to 1. We got this solution. Next, similarly replace the value of t to 0 in this equation. You will get minus 2c1, this e power 0 is 1, plus c2, and this term is 0 since we are multiplying 0 with these numbers. So e power 0 is 1, so we will get c2 here. So this is what the equation we are getting after applying t equals to 0 in this equation is equals to, what is differentiation of y of t by dt at t is 0? That is also 1, so we got this one here 1. So we know the value of c1 now, so replace the c1 by 1 here, you will get c2 equals to 1 plus 2, which is equals to 3. So you will be getting c2 as 3 and c1 as 1. So make sure you are writing all these steps, else you will lose the marks in your exam. Okay, otherwise they will also check, right, how they are getting these values without solving. Correct, right? Yeah. Next is natural response. This is nothing but your YH of t in this case, which is equals to C1. You can write it in this form only, not an issue. Okay, C1 plus C2 t e power minus 2t, and replace the value of C1 by 1. So 1 plus C2 is 3, 3t multiplied by e power minus 2t is also fine, or you can multiply e power 2t inside, e power minus 2t inside, and write it like this. They are same, right? You can take e power minus 2t common now also. If you take e power minus 2t common, what you will get? 1 plus 3t inside the e power minus 2t. So thank you for listening. I hope you have understood. If you have any doubts, you can comment me in the comment section. Okay, thank you.